We have been given a brand new sniper, the FJX Imperium. Today we'll be turning it from this to this as quickly as possible. I'll be showing you everything you need to know along the way. No messing about, let's get on with it. So the first thing we'll need to do is actually unlock it, and the best way to doing this is collecting them battle tokens as quickly as possible and selecting this to off. You do not want auto on because you'll be going left then right, and it's just going to take you a lot longer to get to the weapon that you want. So first of all, you need to get 5 into C1, 5 into C2, and then eventually you'll be able to select each one in C3 here. So now the gun's unlocked, we are going to have to rank this up. And there's two main options at the moment. There's a 10v10 mosh pit, so you should be able to get loads of kills in this, loads of XP. But I'm going to be going into invasion. Now not only that, we're going to need to set up a class. And this is what I've gone with here for invasion. Also, I've added a bit of camo color, but you do want to look at anything here that we might need to add to the gun while leveling it up, because you might be able to complete some of these challenges at the same time. Nearly forgot to add this, but before you go into a game, don't forget to use some of them at double weapon XPs. So I'm going to be playing for the next couple of hours, so I'll probably just whack 2 hours on like that. As you'll see from these clips, invasion is nice and easy. The trick here is to find yourself a nice sniping spot, a nice bit of high ground, and just shoot everything in sight. Bots, players, there is nothing special required here. It's literally sprint to that spot, put down a tactical insertion, and snipe away. From just one game, you'll see here that we managed to get over a third of the way to the end, so it's nice and easy. So now the gun's leveled up, we need to focus on getting it gold, and I'm going to jump into some 10v10 mosh pit, just because I want as many engagements as possible, because that's going to be the easiest way of getting multiple kills. As you can see, it took me less than an hour really by the time I went to get some lunch, and I've done some editing at the same time. I think it took me about 45 minutes to level up that gun fully. Weapon wise, we need to make a new class. This is what I've gone with. I haven't looked at it too much, I just want aim down sight speed, and that would do. As you can see, I completed the first challenge while leveling it up. Still need another 13 double kills effectively, 36 more kills while focused, and another 37 more kills, well, one-shot kills here. So that shouldn't take too long. Let's get into some 10v10. While recording, the playlist did change, which is always typical of Call of Duty. 24/7 shipment and close quarters has come into play, so you can use these as well as the 10v10. Now with the challenges, the first one is get 50 kills, and this needs no explaining. You'll play the game and collect this one nice and easy. The second challenge, which is get 2 kills within 10 seconds of each other 20 times, is actually a lot easier than it seems. It's not double kills. 10 seconds is a very long time, so you don't need to rush around the map, especially if you're playing something that's, 10v10, close quarters, 24/7 shipment. People are going to run into you all the time. Just take your time and you'll be able to do this in no time. Now the third one, which is get 40 kills while focused, is one where a lot of people are having trouble. I personally would have the focus perk on, but I've also heard that long shots don't count. So try and stick to them closer maps and try and get kills that way. I've heard other people having things not tracked for them, so this is Call of Duty and nothing ever works perfect. But for me, getting a small map, make sure you're holding your breath, and these should count. And then the last challenge, which is get 40 one-shot kills. This is generally a one-shot sniper. You get the odd hit marker, but 40 kills basically isn't going to be a problem. So once the 4 base challenges have been completed, then you're onto the gold one, which as always is get 3 kills without dying 10 times. Now for this, you can stick in that 10v10, or you can switch up a little bit. 10v10 might be a little bit too hectic, so you could go over to something like hardpoint, or even domination. These would be good modes. Or go across to something like ground war in invasion. I know the bots don't count, but it is quite easy just to kill 3 enemies that are running around. So the choice is absolutely down to you. I decided to stick with 10v10, but I did change the scope. Sometimes I quite like just putting a 4x sight on it and running around rather than sniping, especially as it's a bit easier in them smaller maps like shootouts. Also, like I said earlier, the game modes have changed, so there is 24/7 shipment or close quarters, which again could be absolutely perfect for this. The main thing here though is just relax. Let players come to you. You don't want to start getting frustrated, getting to 2 kills, running blind around the corner and then dying. So things like UAVs, counter UAVs can also be very helpful. Now that gold's finally been completed, we now need to switch our focus to platinum, which is get 25 longshot kills. I'm going to be doing this in ground war with this setup here. I'll run through the tuning, so pause just so you can look at these. If you're not a fan of ground war and you prefer to do this in 6v6, then I do have a video that I'll attach to the end of this one about sniping and 6v6 spots, so make sure you check that out. Otherwise, let's get straight into it. For me, like you'll see in these clips, I personally would always stick to ground war. Make sure you get yourself on the smaller maps or maps that you know. Like this one, you're just going to hit rooftops and pick people off with ease. I was a little bit lucky, if I'm honest, in this. I managed to get all 25 in one game. I think it was about 3/4 of the game, purely because I managed to spawn trap or get to a position where I could see their spawn and I was just picking people off with ease. But it does demonstrate just how easy this is. Make sure you got a tactical insertion, put that down on your nice rooftop and enjoy your long shots. With plat being done nice and easy, we're now on to polyatomic. Now for polyatomic, the best game modes I'd recommend are either 10v10, just because you're going to be in loads of gunfights, there's obviously more chance of getting a headshot. If it's a bit too hectic, then again, I would go into hardpoint or domination. Focus on them flags or the hard point and enemies won't be looking at you, so you should be able to pick them off. Or another option is just to stick with ground war, where a lot of people are slowly walking around, camping rooftops. They're not going to be moving and you should be able to line up a nice easy headshot. Usually I'd stick for the 24/7 shipment or the 10v10, but I thought I'd give ground war a go, especially as my luck in the previous, the long shots, was pretty good. So I thought I'd give it a go and I was actually pleasantly surprised. Ground war is very easy to get headshots. A lot of people running around, a lot of people not looking the right way, a lot less serious players, you know, they're not as sweaty, they're not all using meta guns. So it's a bit more of a relaxing way to get this done and definitely one that I'll be using in the future. So polyatomic has been completed, which now means Orion is also unlocked. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully this has helped you. If it has, don't forget to hit that like button. And if you want to see future videos like this, then make sure you smash that sub button. And I'll see you in the next one.